People say malls are dead, but growing up, the mall was my whole life. The stores, the food, that feeling where you can find something exciting just by walking around. So today, I'm testing every level of mall food and picking up one item that only exists at malls to find out, does that mall magic still exist, or are malls just truly dead? This is level 1. We're at Main Place Mall, and it honestly feels like time has stopped here. There's a kind of quiet that only exists in a dead mall. It's not sad exactly, it's more like pause. Like, where is everyone? Or like everyone just stepped out a second and never came back. The stores are still here, the workers still show up, they just clean the windows, but for who? I'm not totally sure. But we're gonna go check out level 1's food court, and my budget for this level is $20. And we'll see if that's enough to get me a decent meal. So we've made it to the dining court, and surprisingly, there's a lot of those classic mall food court restaurant stalls here. So let's see what I can get at this food court. Panda Express, California plate, what is that? Oh, it's fusion food, but something did catch my eye. Mongolian barbecue, a type of food stall and mall food that I don't actually see that often anymore, which also might be dying. So I think I found my first meal of the day. How are you? Can I please get a small?
Small, it will be $18.56.
And now it's time to pick our meats. I'll do lean beef, please.
Yeah,
I can mix too? Wow. Okay, I'll do lean beef and just a little bit of chicken, please. For veggies, I'll do cabbage, onion, zucchini. I'll do a little bit of bean sprouts. I'll do baby corn, some cilantro. Is the jalapeno really spicy? Maybe just like 2 pieces. Yeah. And then broccoli and mushrooms. Look how high the veggies are piled. Wow. Just a very little. Yeah. Thank you. Now that's what I call a hot plate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So here is our stir-fried noodles made fresh to order. Honestly, it was pretty cool to see them cook it right in front of you, like on that giant hot plate. Everything smells delicious. I loved how I was able to choose my meat, my vegetables, even down to my sauce. And the most surprising part of all was I don't even think they used any oil. Water was used to steam the vegetables, and then for the noodles, they also added some kind of like seasoning sauce. For $18.56, this is a lot of food. This would probably last me at least 2 meals. Let's give this a try. Piping hot still. You can see the fresh steam coming out of the noodles. The sauce she recommended was perfection. There's like that little hint of lemon in there that makes it a little bit more bright. For mall food, you can't ask for anything fresher than this. Taste, 9 out of 10. Freshness, 10 out of 10. That nostalgic feeling, honestly, this brings me back to the days where I used to work at the mall and get Mongolian barbecue for my lunch breaks. And because I love the whole interactive process of creating my own bowl, I'd almost say this was better than Panda. And even though this mall is relatively dead, that's pretty much dead, it does bring back some of that nostalgic feeling that I had as a kid, where you can't really find food stalls like this anymore. But one thing's for sure, my meal came under budget, but with $1.50 left, let's see if I can find one thing that only still exists at a mall. Can $1.50 still even buy me a cookie? Hi. How much is it just for one nibbler?
Unfortunately, the minimum will be $4 to $5.
Apparently, nostalgia and inflation became too expensive because I can't even buy a single cookie with $1.50. But let's check out the next mall because I have a bigger budget. But as I was walking, I spotted a candy store. So I had $1.50 and a bruised ego. I should be able to afford this. Ooh, I can get more. I have $1. And I found the only thing in the mall that $1.50 can still buy.
Me too.
Nothing like the Sweet Factory at the mall. Now we're at level 2 mall. Already, it's looking better than level 1 because there's people walking in. And I found the food court, except it's not called food court here. It's called the dining pavilion. It looks ginormous, so let's go see what food they have to offer. We have a bakery cafe. The seating is even an upgrade. We have booths, soft seats, leather. There's a rice ball place. There's even a lot more people eating here. And since we are leveling up, my budget for this mall will be $30. You have not 1, but 2 restaurant takeouts within the food court. I'm wondering one part in particular that caught my eye. Dizzy Bird. Hi. The garlic potatoes, and then I'll also do the side salad. $30 is actually pretty generous here because my whole plate of food was only $15.50, which leaves me enough to possibly get some boba. I'll actually do the jasmine milk tea, 25%, and then I'll do it with the aloe jelly. Jasmine milk tea with aloe jelly, which came out to $8.50. So I have a little more than $5 to spare. So it's been more than 20 minutes and apparently they forgot about my order. So he ended up giving me back 20 bucks. So the meal ended up being free. I honestly feel kind of bad because I feel like that was a little bit unnecessary, but I think it's because he saw me filming. Good customer service is good customer service. But here for $15.50, which is what they offer this for, you get a chicken breast, 2 sides, which I got a salad and some lemony potatoes. It comes with pita bread and 2 sauces. This is like garlic toom and a lemon vinaigrette for the salad. First things first, let's try some potatoes. The potatoes were nice and lemony. It's warm. It was pre-made and it was sitting on the counter. So it's not like super crispy or super fresh, but the flavor is really good. And now for the salad. There's also some crunchy pita bits. The vinaigrette is really light, lemony. I love that there's like pickled onions in here and some sliced pickles, which always makes everything better. But now let's try their spun, not fried chicken. The chicken looks perfectly cooked, like a nice rotisserie chicken piece, very thick. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this pita, make a little wrap out of it, our toom. The chicken has really good texture. It's tender, it's not dry, which is always a plus. The flavor is a little bit bland. There's not a ton there. The garlic sauce made it a little bit more flavorful, but overall, it's just okay. But for mall food, I can't expect much, and I appreciate that there's like a healthy option like this that's a little bit different. One of the things that caught my eye the most was their whole branding. It reminded me of an old school mall staple, hot dog on a stick. Obviously, this is not a hot dog, nor is it on a stick, but it's not bad. Taste, 6. Customer service, 10 out of 10. Does it bring back the magic? I'm gonna keep searching. But with the newly minted $20 back in my pocket, it's time to go shopping. Claire's. This is also a dying mall store, which means I have to go check it out. I know a little 8-year-old who would love this place. And honestly, a teenage me would have died in this store. I got my first ear piercing at the mall, and so since my daughter is around the same age as I was when I got my ears pierced, I'm gonna get her these. Her ears are already pierced. They're $2?
What a good deal.
Amazing! Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
That whole pack of earrings was $2.16. It's dirt cheap. Maybe that's why they're going out of business. Unfortunately, not everything hits. At level 2, that's kind of the point. You're upgrading the space, but you haven't quite found the magic yet. It's that in-between level, and honestly, I think this is a nice mall, but it's just in that in-between level. On to our next mall location, but before we go there, I need to get gas. Oh, gas is $6.65 a gallon?
Bruh.
Oh, this hurts. Good thing this portion of the video is sponsored by Upside. It's a free app that gives you real cash back on everyday purchases like dining, groceries, and gas. And since my next location is all the way in LA, this is the kind of day that I love using Upside. All I have to do is open the app, find an offer near me, claim it, and then get paid back for doing what I needed to do anyways. I like that it's real cash back, not points or credits, and you can cash out to your bank account or gift cards. Holy moly, it's 102. It's a good thing you can even stack it with your credit card rewards and loyalty programs. Download the free Upside app in the link in the description below to get an extra 25 cents off per gallon on your first tank of gas. Or just scan this QR code right here to claim the offer. Thank you to Upside for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's head to our next mall. And this is level 3, where the mall stops feeling like it's on life support. We're at one of the biggest malls in Southern California. This is Del Amo. We're at the point where the mall feels big again. There's more people, there's more stores, there's even more food options, but it still has that classic mall energy. This mall is so big, even the security guard needs a scooter. So this food court is your updated, modern, very classic food court. You have Panda Express Express, Chipotle. I noticed everyone has Charlie's Philly Steaks and Sarku Japan, but I haven't seen anyone with a Shake Shack or a Poke Bar. They have a Somi Somi here with Dubai chocolate taiyaki. Now this is one thing I've only ever seen at the mall. Thank you. It's a koi fish. But let's go outside where the real food's at. Here we have Sweet Greens, Phil's Coffee, a bunch of really trendy restaurants, but the one that caught my eye is this hand roll bar. Sushi at the mall? I can definitely get down with that. My budget for this mall is $50 and I already spent $10 on this Dubai taiyaki. So I hope $40 can carry us through the rest of this mall. This is their menu. They have a lot of classics and they all look so delicious. So I think I know what hand rolls I'm gonna get. Okay, so there's actually a deal right now where I can get 3 hand rolls for $20, which seems like a pretty good deal. Actually, there's even a 5 hand roll set for $29. And they have this Hokkaido milk ice cream for $8. Thank you so much. Looks amazing. And these are the hand rolls. We have an avocado tuna, a spicy tuna crunch, a salmon avocado, a bay scallop, and yellowtail. And they all look so incredible. It came with some of this yuzu sauce, which I'll go ahead and dip. There's little garlic crunchies in there that makes it a little more interesting. Oh, and then like, look how fat the piece of tuna is. This is such a good deal. Wow. Now let's try the scallops. Dip it in our yuzu sauce. Scallops for lunch at the mall. I don't think it can get better than this. Can I please get a classic cinnamon roll? Cinnabon, a mall classic. There's nothing like a warm, hot, and fresh Cinnabon from the mall. Let's see if it's as good as I remember it. I haven't had this in forever, but just by cutting into it, it's still pillowy soft. Wow. Oh yeah. There may be 3 smells in the world that can take you somewhere instantly, and a Cinnabon from the mall is one of them. There's no question of whether this mall brings back that magic from my childhood. One of the best malls I've been to in a long time. It most certainly does. Welcome to level 4, where it's not just a mall, it's the destination. This is Fashion Island, an outdoor mall that overlooks the ocean. And while yes, there technically is a food court here, it's nothing to write home about. You have your classics like Panda Express, Chick-fil-A. Even at level 4, they too haven't escaped the deadness. But not to worry, it doesn't stay dead for long because newer people are coming. I just ran into some viewers. Did you guys just have lunch here at the food court?
Yeah.
What did you have?
We had Panda Express. Yeah, I had the same thing.
Yeah. Amazing. What's your favorite place to eat here?
Sushi Roku, probably Panda Express.
Panda Express, solid choice. Thank you so much. There's even a whole grocery store if you're really hungry. Levain Bakery, I am ultra excited for this one. But the real food is outside. Places like Sweet Green, Mendocino Farm, Joe and the Juice that feel more like polished, fast casual than classic mall food. But the question is, are these places actually better or does it take us further away from the magic? I'm gonna head into Mendocino Farms and my budget here is $60. Let's see if that's enough. Just by looking at this huge menu, I may have overestimated how expensive the food at this mall is because it's around like $13, $15. For $30, I was able to get this giant, beautiful salad and this barbecue brioche sandwich. Also looks so good. I gotta go for the sandwich first. So flavorful. I love the crunch from the coleslaw. And then you even get like burnt ends from the smoked brisket. But now let's see if salad does the job. There's a little bit of everything. Chicken, this glob of goat cheese, lettuce, sweet chili sauce, and some nuts. Now this is some mall food. I polished that giant salad and it was so good. I'm getting so full. I'm gonna pack this away for later. And since I've only spent half of my budget, I have a little idea on how I could spend the rest. I got a sweet almond pretzel from Auntie Anne's. There's always room for dessert. But with a little over $20 left, let's go watch a movie.
She would be the luckiest princess in the world to be your girlfriend.
Well, that was fun. Well, $60 is a lot more than I used to spend at the mall as a kid. I I'd say I had a pretty fun-filled day. We had lunch, leftovers for dinner. I even had dessert and some entertainment. I'd say this mall brings you a different kind of magic, one that a solo day by myself really did the job. But we have one place left. Welcome to level 5, the final boss of malls. This isn't just a mall anymore, it's a shopping destination. And there isn't really a food court here, but there are 31 plus eateries ranging from a designer coffee shop all the way to a Michelin star restaurant to everything in between. So the question isn't even if the food is good, because we all know there's a lot of award-winning places here. It's the question of, can you still feel the magic of a mall at a place like this, or has it evolved into something completely unattainable? My budget for this mall is $100, but that feels like a lot of food for myself, so I need to call in the troops. Okay, we just sat down and the menu looks so good. Everything gets ordered off of this little menu right here. And now that I'm seeing the prices, I'm beginning to wonder, is $100 enough for this meal? Well, let's see what we're gonna get. Do you guys want chicken or pork xiaolongbao? Do you want spicy wontons? String beans. They have a sesame mochi xiaolongbao, which is like those dumplings. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm going way over budget. Our food just came and these are the xiaolongbao, what they're famous for. Those are soup dumplings. So how you do this is you put a hot soup dumpling on a spoon. I like to poke it so I can drink the soup first. And then of course you have to put a thing of ginger on top, a tiny drizzle of vinegar, and this is the perfect setup for soup dumplings. Here's it hits every time. They even have chopstick trainers for kids. Whoa, this is a whole feast. I also got spicy chicken wontons, which is like a signature. And then we got this braised beef noodle soup, black pepper beef tenderloin, which I've never tried before, so I'm excited to try this. And then one of the best things they have here are the garlic sauteed green beans. Let's try the green beans. I don't know how they cook it, but the green beans are like crunchy, fresh, but also cooked. And so it's just like the perfect texture, coated with so much garlic. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm not usually a spicy person, but these wontons are just to die for. The only time I make an exception for spicy things. It is spicy. How is it, guys? Good? For mall food, you can't ask for anything better than this. And beef noodle soup. Only at South Coast Plaza and other bougie malls, I guess, but that is comforting. I'm so happy. Whoa, thank you. It looks like a Christmas tree.
I want it.
I believe this is the sesame one. I love black sesame, maybe even more than chocolate. Okay. Whoa. Here's our chocolate one. This is one of a kind. Can you try it? She said it was hot. This is what the mall was always for. Not the food, not the stores, just being. At this point, I'd eaten my way through 5 malls, and somewhere between the soup dumplings and the mochi, I'd lost track of the entire question entirely. So does mall magic still exist? I think it does, but it looks different from where you're standing. What else should we do now, guys? All right, that way. At level 1, it's in the places that time forgot. At level 5, it's in the fact that you have Michelin star rated restaurants next to a pottery barn. The mall didn't just die, it evolved. And you just have to know where to look to find that magic or create new ones.